This is one of the Kato GS-4 engines, and it was one that was released as Southern Pacific. I simply replaced the decal and converted it to B&O. So I want to show you a continuation of a video that I made before of my layout and this passenger train, which is a combination of Rivarrossi, and you can see the new micro trains, RPO, and several Rivarrossi cars that I have collected over the past 30-some years. I have converted all of them to microtrains, trucks and couplers, and you'll just see coming up right now the microtrains new RPO in B&O. Let's pan out here a little bit and look at the layout. I have used the Kato track, the double mainline track, and I'm in the process of weathering it, because obviously the era that I'm trying to model is not the time when concrete ties were in place. So here we are on the back side of the layout, and looks like we've got a little bit of problem perhaps with dirty track or whatever. While we're here, you can see a couple of buildings that I scratch built. This one is essentially a brewery, and the other one, a part of my overall theme of food-related businesses, is one that is a wholesale grocery layout. Well, the train is kind of slowed down here. Let me go back over and give you a little view of the main yard. As you can see on the right, I've used the Walther's Union Station and a couple of the platforms for that Union Station. And this building, lighting may not be optimal, is what I have done with the Walther's. This was a furniture business or whatever, but I made this is a veterans hospital, so you can see that primarily there are ambulances and so forth coming in there. The concept behind this was that I would have a troop train, and the troop train could come into the one of these tracks here and unload passengers as well as individuals who needed more medical attention. The train is creeping up along this section of the layout, which is approximately 4 feet wide, and it's 48 plus 48 inches. Well, no, excuse me. It's a little more than 8 feet long. The layout includes a 32-inch shelf from which this peninsula extends. So let's pick up the engine as it would be coming past and out of the yard, out of the station where it, if that's where we had actually picked it up, in its progress around the layout. This is all, as I said, a Kato double mainline track, and I have used that track because I feel it's quite reliable, and I'm still in the process of weathering it. See the engine moving about. Now, what I did, which is something perhaps a little unusual, is that I used that curved track, which is banked, and I combined it with a straight section there to make, to negotiate a feature that was a little bit of a problem within the room. In other words, there was a pipe running up in the corner of the room here that I had to accommodate. Now we move around, and we're creeping along through the countryside, coming to the double bridge and river that I incorporated into the layout. And then as we progress along, this is one of those one of the first few wood kits that I put together. This is quite an old barn. It's one of those, at this point, I don't even remember the manufacturer. This is a kind of a kit-bashed salt box farmhouse. And we go on around to pick up the train coming around on this section of the layout, which is, because of the width, I could not use the double mainline curved track, and I defaulted to using the single track, and then bring it back into the double track at this point. The two types of track work quite well together. They're very, very compatible, and the primary issues is whether or not one can tolerate having a kind of wood tie in one aspect of the track when you get into these single track sections for including turnouts and so forth, or whether you really want to try to weather the track. That's kind of more of a long-term goal. Looks like there's several options for weathering track using pins, and I have in fact used the Floquil brand pins to attempt to weather some of the track, some of the rail, some of the roadbed. I'm not totally satisfied with the results of that, and now Woodland Scenics has come out with a nice track weathering system, and I think I'm going to go back where I have weathered and at least redo the rail on that particular section.